the rest is proof of my stuff stolen. Okay, so this I filed with the court. It's Exhibit X. You'll see in a sec. This letter I filed with the court in my case with Giberson because these crappers at this hotel have harassed me, and this letter was stolen. 3 times I sent it. I filed it in the case, their fraudulent illegal case, and this case. So this is part of the letter. This is part of the letter. So this is proof of a couple things, that the court's well aware that Lieberman, Greenblatt and Lieberman must rescind whatever they file for Red Roof, that Greenblatt and Lieberman are colluding with Weisshoff and Richards, outside and Giberson and Red Roof to defraud me out of me and my son's property at the apartment that they all knew I wanted. This is proof of what I filed, part of what I filed on 9/16, that the court, I told this judge to recuse himself. He's obviously not fair and impartial. This is my proof regarding they knew to send it to my post office box. Any other, it's taken right from the Department of Community Affairs website. That they had to keep me and my son's property in a safe place by law. They have to keep it for safekeeping. They knew I called the corruption number, and then Giberson threatened and forced me out of my apartment. That the court knew and Mount Laurel police knew that I wanted all property apartment, as well as Giberson et al. And the Red Roof. That none of the New Jersey State Police et al. Cited the Gibersons for an illegal, uninhabitable apartment. There was abusive process, and there was evidence and information not presented during the rebuttal illegal retaliatory complaint filed by Gibersons the day after they said they were submitting the judgment I got against them to their insurance company for payment to me, and then instead did this, which is retaliatory reprisal and must be thrown out. Oh, and 3 times treble damages to me and my son. Paid to me and my son. That they knew they had to pay me for relocation assistance, and they never did. They never paid me my security deposit. They knew in 2019 they owed me security deposit times 7%, never paid that. That I provided per the order by 9/1 all evidence and information, and the defendants provided nothing. Not a shred of evidence. They provided nothing. That's all the stuff I filed. And this is proof of my letter to Judge Harrington, telling him to recuse himself. And those were remarks he made on the record regarding me. That he owes me money for all that, including to my son's truck 2007. He owes all that money, the defendant. Instead of the judge giving me the mediator's number, he said, "What address did you email to?" I said this, and then he said he's not going to recuse himself. So the judge is well aware that the defendants were to put me and my son's property in his place for safekeeping, that I wanted our property, and he has to recuse himself because he's the one that was involved with the July 2020 debacle with the wrong address, and the 12/1/2020. He saw my letter to the Gibersons that I want all of our property, and my emergent complaint. Weisshoff making comments about me on the record. Well, in front of the mediator, and the mediator did nothing. She was a you-know-what. But if somebody did that to her, she wouldn't like it. So what makes her think she's better than me? This is just my proof that I updated my exhibit list. And said it was overwhelming. They stole photos and videos and stuff of mine, which they're not authorized to use. They're mine. They're not allowed. The judge told them on the record they're not allowed to